And there we go. We are on. And welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And look at that smoke coming out of that darn volcano. And no lava yet. I am so disappointed. Those lava workers, I have no idea what they are doing. They were supposed to crank this thing up today. It's Friday after all. And it was supposed to be a nice lively weekend for us. But, never mind. Anyway, yep, you do see some smoke coming out of out of Siggy, the vent there, and definitely doing its thing. There were possibilities that we might see something, but don't give up yet. We'll see what happens in the next little while. And I've heard rumors those lava workers were offered a vacation at Hawaii. What? Nancy, where did you hear that from? I have to send in my formal protest. They're supposed to get back to Iceland and make this happen. How dare they leave us in limbo? Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is a VolcanoX live stream. Glad to have you all on board. First, big thank you and welcome to our moderators. Arizona Snowman, who is in the background. Piggy is here as well. And then we've got 24/7 AZ Skies. Gary is also in. Welcome, and possibly C&D Boy will show up soon as well. We'll see. And he's probably busy chopping wood or something. Anyway, he's a busy fella. Anyway, welcome, and I'm glad to have the moderators on board. I really do appreciate you guys. Also, a big welcome to all of you in here, all members of the Lava family, whether you're supporting via membership or not. I mean, all the way through, you guys are awesome. And Paul Williams, member for 6 months. So glad to be back on. Cool, Paul Williams, and thanks. Welcome back. And speaking of Williams kinds of people, it was actually a Kevin Williams. Let's type that in. Kevin Williams gets the cookies today. And Kevin was first. Very quick draw when he popped in. So let's not confuse Kevin and Paul. Two different people. But, you know... things can happen. Hey, you guys aren't related, are you? Anyway, glad to have everyone on board. And we'll go through our stuff today to try to figure out what the heck is going on. Because we're just not seeing lava anywhere. And we really need some. And I really think we need some. That is pretty awesome. Let me write down here. Paul. Okay, I'm just making notes here. Paul Williams. There we go. Williams renewed membership. There we go. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure I got that written down. All right. Anyway, glad to have everyone on board, and we're going to start saying hi to people real quick. And of course, Paul Williams, we'll say hi to you first, as well as Kevin Williams, and then say hi to Sue Hayes, Billy Bob Joe, Kate is here, Kevin Haynes, Juliet, Sue Hayes, Sasha is back, Nancy Buchanan, who was reading old reports. Hey, that happens to all of us. I mean, and even Nancy, the tall volcano, that got me twice. Okay, when they showed the footage of it erupting. So don't feel bad. It happens to all of us. Linda Schoof also here. Welcome back. And going up some more, looking for other names. And here we go. Diane Craig, welcome back. And glad to have you on board. Going up real quick here. All the same names. All right, they're busy chatting. Holy mackerel. Kirst Chaplin, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Sandra Rockland also here. Marcel Weiss, guten Abend, and glad to have you on board. Let's see, from where are you? Kassel, Deutschland. Vielen Dank. All right. Let's carry on here. Looking for a more good names, good people. Phil, welcome, Phil. Glad to have you back. Going up some more, looking for more out of the big chit chat here. Everybody's yakking. Really good though. And I really do appreciate that, because that tells me everybody is happy and talking to each other, and we are one big happy lava family here. So going up some more, looking for more wonderful names. Alan Coker is in as well. Welcome, Alan. And Tetra, welcome back, Tetra. And Michael Olson, also here. Welcome. And going up some more. Ez is in the house. Welcome, Ez. And let's see. Did I miss anyone else going up here? Glennis is back. Welcome back, Glennis. Good to see you. And going up a little bit more, Connie Tyree also back. Welcome, Connie. And let's see if we find some other good names. I think we're just about out of names here. And scrolling up just about at the top. I am at the top. And I am out of names. So that's it. All the way to the top. Now I'm back to the bottom, and all I hear is echo, 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 echo. The bot is here. Welcome, Echo. Juliet, we got you. Yep. Let's see. Who else? Is it Eileen Longstaff? I hope I said that correctly. It's not. Yeah, Eileen is how you would pronounce that, I hope. Welcome. And we got Michelangelo Malia from Sicilian, a man from Ireland. Oh, okay. Boy, that's going to be confusing. Sicilian from Ireland. So what the heck does that really make you? A Sicilian from Ireland, I know. But welcome anyway. Glad to have you on board. And yeah, we'll have a peek at Sicily as well right away. And anyway, let's get at things here. And welcome to everyone. Glad to have you all on board here. Oh, there it is. LOL, Gemma Super Kitty. You're late. Why so late? 3 minutes late. Go straight to Piggy's office and give her the note, because you're late and there's no excuse. We need a note. Anyway, welcome Dave and Claire. And yeah, I'm sorry I lost track on the way to the cookies. It happens, and then you start eating in the lounge, and then you just kind of, oh, hang on, wasn't the show going to start? There we go. Anyway, let's get at things here a little bit and kind of talk about what's going on in Iceland for a little while. First off, Ruv has turned off their cameras, so that is interesting, and I'm not sure why, but we had reports today that we may be seeing this thing kick off again fairly quick. We don't know yet. Michelangelo Malia says, LOL Doctor, I was born in Sicily and I love Etna, but now live and work in Ireland. And following you since last year. Cool, I appreciate that, and that is awesome. And yeah, I don't know how close to Irish Monk you are there, but watch out, he's over there in the eastern side, or sorry, western side. In the middle and the west, for lack of better words. But anyway, that's all cool. Let's see, who else popped in? Mona Alfano just got here. She's got to go to Piggy's office too and hand in the note for being late. And I think that is about it. Yeah, those monks, I think they all have their secret stash underneath that big cape there somewhere. They're keggers or something. Lava back in Iceland. And sorry, Piggy, I was late. Yeah. Evie Stardust got here late too. She has to go to Piggy's office as well. Give Piggy your note for being late. And that is good. Oh, anyway, we're having a little bit of fun with that. For those who are looking at the screen, and as you can probably see, you see some smoke coming out of the vent, and it definitely was smoking earlier. We also had reports that the event was clear. It didn't seem to have any obstacles or debris in the way, no collapses yet that have messed it up, not looking anything like Ragnar is on the inside, where you have all that material that's fallen in. And so it's still a very clean crater in there, and lots of places for the lava to come up and out and enjoy itself in a free world. But we're still waiting for it, unfortunately. Did speak with Yvonne Kunkel earlier today, and she mentioned that there was some seismic activity, and she thought perhaps we might see something. And again, no guarantees, though. That's the thing with it, because we just don't know what's going to happen, and it is one of those things. But that's what we're looking at. Popping over real quick to the harmonic tremor chart, just to get an idea of what we've got going on here. And let me see if I can get to that real quick. And we will refresh that. And whoop, there it goes. All right. Refreshing harmonic tremor chart. And ooh, what do we see? A huge spike that wasn't there just a few minutes ago, and another little one. So I'm hoping that's a Kickstarter. I'm hoping it's a Kickstarter. I will see what happens. Anyway, we do see it was on a decline here, but the next line up is starting up a little bit higher already. We can see that little nodule sticking out, and that means the next line will be going up from there. And hopefully it will do something. I snout bopped it, Dr. Fox. Oh, is that what happened? That's why you were gone for a few minutes. You flew over there and you gave it a bop. That would make sense. And that would rattle it a little bit. Definitely. Anyway, it is interesting to see that we do have, the activity still there. It's definitely still... some tremor material going up and down and things like that. We are seeing our purple up here. I'm hoping that's going to rise and slowly head upward. I thought once we got to about here, as you've seen everything going up, of course, again, I was very hopeful, especially after seeing smoke. I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's going to go now. And what do we get? Well, so far nothing. Only smoke. But let's keep our fingers crossed. And maybe this is the kicker to it right there. And that just happened a few minutes ago. So going over to the earthquake chart or tremor chart. And let's see if I can get on that one real quick. There, of course, the Reykjanes Peninsula, Reykjavik right there. And as we go in Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Reykjanesbar, Yardvik, and of course down here is Grindavik, and there's the Blue Lagoon right about there. We'll zoom in a little more. Blue Lagoon and the power plant, just so you kind of have a bearing on where we are. And there we see a bunch of little small tremors that have been happening. I do have this map set for 24 hours, so that's what we've been seeing, and I'm looking for the latest kicker here to spike our chart a little bit, and that could have been this guy right here, 2157, and that was a 4.3 kilometers down. And he had a buddy here, 2218, 0.7, 4.8 kilometers down too. And when we get closer, we had this 0.05, 5.9 kilometers down. That was at 2:13 a.m. That would be closer to our sensor and possibly what caused the earlier spike. Don't know yet. And why is that? That one doesn't want to show up. Okay, oh it does. All right, 3.465 kilometers down for a 0.45 from 9:28 a.m. And then we have this 0.29, and this is 2.4 kilometers down. That was 11 minutes after midnight. A little bit closer to Kalir here, a 0.08, 4:40 a.m., 3.2 kilometers down. And kind of makes you wonder, is there going to be something happening there? Most of these in this area, although they're a little bigger, they aren't really doing anything. 1.74, 5.4 kilometers down, 3:11 a.m., just as a sample out of this. This one, 3:15 in the morning, 1.3, 5.7 kilometers down. So not likely looking like those would erupt. 0.33, 5.5 kilometers down from 20 minutes roughly after 5 a.m. So I'm not going to worry about those so much over at Krivik, and I'm more interested in what's going to happen here. It really is fascinating to be able to see that, and hopefully our wonderful volcano is going to kick back off. I really do want to see this thing. It would really, really be nice. We'll put it back to present time and get back over on that one. Unfortunately, we can't see a darn thing. Let me get rid of that other thing there. And also the banner. And come on, banner. There we go. Got it. And yeah, you don't see anything. I don't know if this is a little lighter right here, but maybe a little bit of smoke coming out of there. Keep your fingers crossed. We do want to see if we get some lava. Even a little bit of a glow would be a real good indicator. We'll check back here a few times to see what is happening. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. Let's go over to Sicily, and we're going to go there next. And of course, that is that's another one that's kind of holding steady with what it's doing. Oh, we can get rid of that banner too. And let me get over onto the right screen. There we go. And again, this is in the dark, so we will go back a bunch and kind of show you what it looked like during the course of the day. This was at about 6 p.m. and we can see that it was a little bit on the cloudy side, some material coming out. Now, I did make a little bit of a short video, a little time lapse, so you could see what it was like after the wind kind of changed direction a little bit. It was pretty easy looking at. So here's that time lapse, and that was actually from about 7 p.m. onward, and just a little guy. And you can see that, yeah, we are still getting some pluming coming up from Mount Etna. And it is definitely not being completely quiet. It is holding steady as far as the seismic activity is concerned, and kind of a medium steady. It doesn't look like it's going to pop anytime soon, but you never ever know, and that's one of those things. That is the unpredictability about the volcanoes. You'll notice some fireworks down on the bottom right hand side here in a second, but they are very, very quick because this is a time lapse, and it was only one set of fireworks that went off. There they went. It looked like a shooting gallery, and it was over quickly. But that's all right. We didn't come here to film fireworks. We came to look at a volcano. So pretty awesome, and we do like the ability to be able to record some of this in a time-lapse format. It is really a lot more informative, right? Young Dr. Fox, I am too drunk to be here. I'm not allowed near the boat. Goat with no name is with me. Monkus is with her mother in South America. I lost wallet in what? A silage. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'll unlock the wine cellar door and get yourself back into the living room, Irish monk, and send the goat home, or some. I don't know what you want to do with the goat. Never mind. Anyway, and actually make yourself a note now. Wallet in silage. That way you can go look for it tomorrow when you try to remember where it was, okay? That's all I can help you with. A goat note. Yep, barbarian. You got it. A goat note. That'd be really good. And that is excellent. Okay, anyway, that was what we were seeing earlier. I'm going to get that off the screen and kind of look at it a little bit more from even earlier. And we know that the weather conditions were somewhat on the rainy side, but that is all good for them. We don't mind that. I'm sure they didn't either. A few showers here and there certainly don't hurt anything, so very, very good to see that. It was good to be out of the rain. Yeah. Grandma B, welcome. And I've been to the silage with a goat with no name. Oh boy. Oh, are we singing? Oh, hang on. Somebody get the guitar out. I think it's going to be a good time here. Welcome, One Fish. Good to see you. Not moi. Okay. All right, madame. No worries. Okay. And I'm still waiting for that darn squirrel, you guys. I set up a squirrel cam, and I put the cookie on the balcony, so we're still waiting. And Squirrely hasn't been here yet, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, back to the volcano. Pretty awesome looking, and we did have some weird clouds earlier there as well. Looking at that going across, I thought that was kind of neat. All of a sudden, and then it kind of just vaporized and disappeared as time went on, and it just kind of whoosh, gone. So, looked pretty awesome, and as I said, it's cooking at about, or simmering at about medium, and not sure what we're going to see in the near future happening there in Sicily. We'll have to wait and see. It's one of these things with volcanoes, and wait and see. Oh, Piggy. Yeah, everybody's talking about rain, and Piggy doesn't have any, and then she's going to end up getting rain, and it's going to be so much, and she's going to end up complaining about too much rain. But right now, Piggy does need some rain. Just a 20-minute shower would be nice. You know, like a couple thousand drops would be better than none. So somebody want to be generous and send her a little bit of rain. That would be cool. And she would be very appreciative of that. So anyway, let's carry on. We will go take a look at other wonderful places around the world, since it's quiet in Iceland, quiet in Sicily, And let's take a look out here in the Azores, and we are on the island of Sao George, or Sao Jorge, and that is what we've got there. We're seeing the lights across the strait, and those lights, of course, are from the Pico Island, and that is those lights out there. And the distance across here is about 18 kilometers, very hard to tell in the dark. Even during the daytime, it doesn't really look like 18 kilometers, but it is. So definitely 18 kilometers across, and you see Mount Montana on the other side there. So pretty cool. Anyway, we'll turn that off. We'll go to our other shot here. Hang on, did it not turn off? Come on, I clicked you. Why are you not turning off? Okay, there it goes, finally. And here is our shot of the cove, where we kind of peek to see how much white water we see. Looks like a little bit coming in there, but I don't know. I'm going to just watch a little more here to see how quickly and how large those waves are. So far, that was a fairly small wave that popped in there. Yeah, waves aren't that big, so I guess a smaller vessel would be okay. So if you're going out to for a 3-hour tour on Gilligan's boat there, or the skipper, you should be all right. All right, so we're good. Anyway, let's see what we got for earthquakes there, and we'll get rid of that guy. 26th, we'll start out with this 1.6 from 9:44 a.m. Next one was 1.5 from 11:44 a.m. And the next one is 1.5 from 20:48 a.m. p.m. 20:48, and then of course the last one is a 1.6 from 20:56. And that's what we've got on there for today. Let me make that a little bit bigger there so we can see it just a tad more. On this map, they're not showing any of the other earthquakes in the area. Whoop, I want to actually zoom that out a little bit. And I was looking down here, didn't see anything. And of course, this is the junction, or well, kind of converging zone. You see the mid-Atlantic ridge right here, and of course then you can kind of see a Y shape here, if you want to call it that, or kind of a delta in between, and then these cracks going in here, and that goes all the way in to the Mediterranean, and of course that is the dividing line here between the Eurasian plate and the African plate. This is the Canary Islands just down here. So, and the North American plate on this side. Really cool stuff. So, Azores, really what we call a no man's land. It's on its own little plate, if you want to call it that, or kind of, I don't know, it doesn't belong to Europe, doesn't belong to North America, and it doesn't belong to Africa. It's gonna, in a few million years, it'll be its own little continent. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Depends on if this eruption ever happens. That's what we really need, more eruptions there. So it'd be interesting. Anyway, popping over to the other page there that is not so good and riddled with lots and lots of advertisements now for some reason, and I don't know why they do that, but they did it. I'm gonna see if we can refresh that one so we can have a look and see what we've got. And again, no, still can't make the map bigger, unfortunately. We do see this one here, 2.1, 11 hours ago, and that is down here. You can actually see one of the fissures, and this is sitting in a caldera from a previous eruption many eons ago. And that is interesting, 2.1 there, but just zooming in on Sao George so we can take a look. And here they are indicating 4 earthquakes. So 1.5 2 hours ago, another 1.6 2 hours ago, 11 hours ago for the other 1.5, and 13 hours ago for the other 1.6, according to them. And that is what we've got. Plus the extra one out in the what they call the North Atlantic Ocean. So that is this guy here. Anyway, they are all basically surface quakes. We don't need to go over to the little chart that we can't see because of the way they've reconstructed this. Will that move? No, that won't move. They've added ads, and I got to figure out how to get around those. Anyway, that is pretty okay. Anyway, we don't need to worry about it. They're all up there at the top, so let's just pop it there and leave it there. And we will move on to our next one. And hopefully that will be of something of interest right now. And need to find it. Oh, look what I found. What is that? That's Fuego, and Fuego happens to be erupting. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I wasn't wanting to go to Fuego. I wanted to go to Popocatepetl. But we'll settle for Fuego. I'll live with that. And that is a mighty fine scene to be able to see this guy erupting during the later hours of the day. It is, what is it, 17:26 there, so just about 5:30 in the afternoon. And that is kind of what we're seeing there right now. 5-minute warning, thank you. Actually, it's about 4-minute warning, but that's okay. I'll take it. Kind of watch the clock here anyway. By the way, it is really, really super hot here, so I am a little bit on the sluggish side. It's that heat does take a lot out of you. It really does. That's just one of those things. Maria is here. I have to go right away. I'll come back. Okay. Hi, Maria, and go do things and come back. And hugs, and I will see you when you get back. But what? When now? We need a Bardabunga type fissure eruption. That was epic. Yeah. The other kind that might be epic is if we see Hekla shoot off and have its full-blown fissure shoot off, and that is something very interesting too. I watched Geology Hub's video today about Hekla and about the past history, and it actually has a fissure that was erupting along about 50 kilometers of length. So that would be a really, really massive eruption to be covering, and you wouldn't know which area to look at more. Like that would really be amazing. But it's kind of one of those things. And one of the things that was mentioned was Hekla does not need any warnings, and that is something quite interesting. So if Hekla, one of the things that Geology Hub there mentioned would be Hekla could cause a massive damage to Iceland and northern Europe. Actually, Hekla could really affect the entire planet if it had another one of those really massive eruptions, which it supposedly had about 2,500 years ago. So that is something that we do have to consider. Okay, if we're going to go epic, let's go for the Devonian traps. That's epic. Yeah. Well, that's further back though in time, Barbarian, and at least that's what I'm thinking. So But we're just talking about, recent history, something, maybe a couple times the age of Irish monk or something. But yeah, I do agree. I do completely agree. It was definitely epic. Speaking of being epic, there goes that black stuff out of that hill again. I wonder what that is. And Fuego keeps on puffing away, you guys. That is pretty cool and awesome, and I'm very happy. The clouds are on the other side of the mountain. That is really nice to be able to see it. So interesting to watch this thing puff away. Decan Tramps was unbelievable. Well, yeah, it was, and it definitely happened. So smoke signals from Fuego, sending smoke signals to the lava workers in distant lands, saying, hurry up, get that Icelandic volcano going again. And that is what we want. Anyway, you guys, it is break time, and I think I'll leave it right here, and we can enjoy watching this. We'll take a look at Popocatepetl afterwards, and there's a little heart for you right there before it deforms. And, ooh, hey, look at this. Come on, Fuego. Let's blow that top right off. Would love to see that. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break, you guys, and please don't go away. For those good people that are here, if you're enjoying the show, by all means hit that like button for us. It really does help out. And also, if you're sitting on the sidelines and you have not yet subscribed, you want to get in and chat, you do need to be subscribed for at least 1 minute. And that is all. And then you can get in there and do your thing. Matt, Jen, welcome and thanks for that wonderful $2 super chat. Matt, Jen, there we go. And just writing that down. Thank you very kindly for your support. I appreciate it. All right, you guys, I am going to go on that break. Don't go away. Keep smiling. And I'll be back in a little while. And of course, on screen is Fuego in Guatemala. I'll be back. And microphone is back on. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX live stream. Piggy says, welcome back, Daddy Fox. Thanks, Piggy. Anyway, Kevin also says, Williams says, welcome back, as well as Sasha and Kevin Haynes and Sue and Paul Williams and Kananaska's Country. Good evening. Pokes out tongue. Okay. I hear you, Dr. Fox from Sharon Stewart. Excellent. All right. That is good. I am back. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad to be here. And Grandma B is also in the house. Welcome. And Dr. Fox. Yeah. Let's see. Piggy. Yeah, love Piggy's humor. Yeah, Piggy is a wonderful person. You know, she really is. She is a wonderful, wonderful person, and puts her heart and soul into doing the things that she does. And we really do appreciate that. So that is awesome. And anyway, I am not. Okay, fine. You're a miserable person, and I don't want to mess with your street crud. Okay, Piggy. Clark Hall also in the house. Welcome, and glad to have you on board. And who else popped in? Let's see, Billy, Bob, Joe. Welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Scott Hartman also here. So good to see you. And Trevor the Wonky Donkey also made it in. Good to see you there. And I think I've got everyone else. I'm on an iMac. So emojis are a bit annoying to do. Yep, I agree. Emojis can be annoying. Anyway, let's see. Did I miss anyone? Tom Truelove also saying hello. I just arrived in time to hear you say street crud. Well, I don't want to really mess with Piggy's cred. She's got a certain amount of street cred that we don't want to mess with. She's known as a pretty tough individual, so we don't want to show her soft, kind side too much. Anyway, let's carry on with what's going on. So we've been watching Mount Fuego there in Guatemala. I puff a few times, and that was pretty cool. Kind of like that. Just killed my street cred again. Jeepers. Oh, sorry, Piggy. Don't mean to. Oh, too much fun. Anyway, it's all good, you guys. It's all good. So, yep, Fuego is continuing to do its thing, but I think we will leave it be for right now. We'll check back in a little while. If it is still clear, I'll be very happy, because then we can watch some of the fireworks in the dark, and that is also always very, very impressive, and I like it. Getting over to Popocatepetl, and it is not so nice looking, with those horrible clouds in front of it. But when we go back to the earlier hours, and I want to get to the golden moments here when it first struck sunrise, and we'll see what it looks like. And that should be right around here where it did puff a little bit, but let's see if we can get it going a little bit more. I think I missed by a few minutes here, but there you can start seeing the sun hitting it, and the golden moments as we advance it 10 seconds at a time here. You can see how the entire snow-covered peak turns to gold, and we really like that, and that is pretty awesome looking. And the whole volcano gets that certain morning glow to it, which is really, really nice. But as you can see, as we're moving it along there, 10 seconds at a time, we can see that it was puffing out some material. Not anything major though, and that is kind of interesting. Yet I don't know. I'd like to see this thing really shoot up here and do a lot of fireworks, but maybe one day. Anyway, snow on here, we can definitely see that, and it doesn't look as heavy as the previous snow, but again, we see ash on top of the snow over on this side. So we know some material did come out, and that is kind of what we've got there. If we go ahead a little bit, this is moving to about 8:10 a.m. A little better shot of that snow, but you also see some clouds starting to come in, and then later on 9 o'clock ish, 9:37, that snow on this side really starting to melt as the sun is hitting it, and I'm sure this will be gone in a little while as well. Except for I think the clouds will win out a little bit. Well, we can see that snow is going. Also, this is at 10:50 a.m. A little bit more pluming going on there, which is all right. And after that, it heads into the abyss of the clouds. There comes the clouds, and we won't see too much more of it after that. And that snow is just about gone, but the clouds will reinstall that white flaky stuff without any problems. That was about 11:13 or so, and then after that it looked like this, and pretty much the rest of the day. We did actually have a time where it was a little bit better. There you can see it. That was at 5:31 their time in the evening, and you can see, as I mentioned, that snow came back, at least on the very top edge here. It's not down as far as the what it was in the morning time. So pretty cool, pretty awesome, and it is doing its thing, but it is back in the abyss of clouds. And hang on, why is this one where it is? Something is wrong. This should be actually a darker. Why is no, that's the right time. Why is this one showing a darkness? Oh, it isn't. That was my bad. It was still showing yesterday. Earlier in the morning though, it looked not bad from a distance, and we kind of liked it, and that was, it's kind of picturesque when you're looking at it from this angle. Again, you see that snow, and that's the stuff that just melted a little bit, and then more got reinstalled afterwards by Mother Nature herself with those nice clouds that she's got there. And you can definitely see a little bit more snow. I'm kind of wondering, it almost looks like it's snowing over here too. I hope not. Okay, leaving it there. Yep, that should be all right. That is current and live, and that is what we're seeing there at our wonderful Popocatepetl, about 70 kilometers south of Mexico City. We did have a third view, but it doesn't love us anymore. And popping through back to have a quick peek at Fuego in Guatemala. And little tiny little wisp of gas coming out. Okay, I guess that's it for right now, and we'll move on. This, of course, is Cerro Negro, and that is in Nicaragua. It is dumping out a bunch of gas. It does have the sun sitting behind it, and that's why it is looking the way it is. But it is pumping out some gassy material right there. You can see the cloud there, and that's what it is. It may also be raining a little bit. You can see some raindrops on the actual screen, or lens, I should say, of the camera. And here we are over in Masaya volcano, and of course you can see the caldera, kind of a nice shot here. I don't know if it's raining or if that's just off-gassing. Dr. Fox left them out on his desk for me. What did I leave out? Are my keys gone? Oh boy. What did I leave out? Oh boy. I'm gonna pee. I found the pin. Oh, the pins. Oh, yeah, they're right here in the pin box. Yeah, the pins. There's I got brand new ones here. The big long ones, just like you requested, Piggy. They're almost like what do they call it? A knitting needle. Very very sharp and long, and they've got that knob on the end there that you can put the tailpiece on. And I hope those are good for you. I got them at the dollar store, so they should be all right. They weren't expensive. Anyway, yeah, just like the ones that Sue Hayes just brought up there. Only they're about 15 centimeters long, and I don't think they'll hurt the donkey. Anyway, that's all right. Okay, let's carry on. I'm popping over. Yeah, run, Trev, run. Anyway, I think I've seen this volcano before. This, of course, is our wonderful Merapi, and Merapi is supposed to make us happy, but it'd be better if it was at least 720. It's still a little bit fuzzy. But as we can see, Merapi is continuing to do what it does. The picture quality, unfortunately, is not very good since the transmission is only in 720p, and they have things a little out of focus and stuff there as well. So I'm not going to worry about that, but we can see kind of the basics of what's going on, and we do see it off-gassing fairly well. Up top out of the caldera, and let's see if we can spot any lava. This is kind of a weird colored sky here. I just wanted to share that, and I thought that was kind of a purplish haze looking to that. Weird, even though it is what it is. Anyway, I'm looking for lava spurting out here, and I just don't see any when I'm going back in time. And nope, not a darn bit of lava anywhere. So yeah, we get back into the fog in the very very earlier hours, and that doesn't do us much good. This, of course, is the other view that they've got available, and that's the one with that high-pitched tone on their thing, but stretched or squished these views a little bit, so they should actually be full width across here. They've scrunched them up, and it makes it look like the volcano is more of a peak than it really is. It is a little bit broader, and it's because they've squished it by about 1/3 because of the chart on the side here. So that's what we got. We love to pin the tail on the donkey and play in the lava, Dr. Fox. Well, yeah, Trev, lock yourself in the truck and get out of there, okay? You got the remote locks there. You can do that real quick and go. Just get out. Anyway, let's pop over to the other one here. This, of course, is Ruapehu in New Zealand, and again, it is hiding in the clouds because of all that weather they've got. I was trying to see if there was anything right early in the morning here, and we really didn't see anything there either. Most of it was hiding in the clouds, so unfortunately we don't get to see Ruapehu today. I did see it in the evening time. It was actually very very clean and white looking and looked pretty awesome, but unfortunately right now 11:53 a.m. there, and it is definitely in the cloudy weather. So let's leave that guy there. We'll pop over to our other views here, and there is our view of Semeru, and as you can tell, Semaru is not so good looking right now. And it is definitely in the clouds. I'm going to see if I can find that. There we go. And perhaps go to the other one here and see if they've got anything better on Semaru TV. Or there it is. No, they got Walmart. Walmart does not carry lava. They've got everything else, but they do not have lava. And there are the clouds, and not much we can do with them. Even when we go back, we do see it for a little while, and there it is. We can actually see it. So, yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't doing a heck of a lot while we were able to see it. But that is from about 5 a.m. and it looked not bad. It did have a little puff there, just somewhere around there, 5:13, and you can see that. Looks pretty awesome to be able to, at least we know that it did do that. Let's see if we can make that a little bit bigger. No, hang on. Why is that not the right size? That should be complete size. There we go. There we go. Now we can see it. That's my bad. All right. Is your lava rock still smelly? Yep. I put it in the living room in the display area, and when I walked in there earlier today, I could still smell it. So, but then again, like I said before, I've got hyperosmia, so I can smell a lot of things I don't want to. And yeah, yeah, eggs actually smell slightly different, but to me anyway. But that is what very similar. Mine still smells after 4 years. Thanks, Piggy. That's reassuring. I'm sure if I mess with it in 4 years, we'll still have a good smell of sulfur out there as well. Anyway, there we see that Semaru is definitely doing its thing. So wonderful that it was still kicking. That is from 5:14 a.m. Their time. Going back to live, which is 6:57 a.m. right now, and that is kind of hidden behind the clouds. So we will leave that. Let's pop over and have a look. And I think this is the next volcano I'm going to leave you at here for during the break. And that, of course, is our wonderful Sakurajima. And Sakurajima has been busy. It has been busy throwing out a lot of that material. And even if we go back just a little ways here, we can see that it was continuing to do its stuff. Unfortunately, it's busy on the side that the camera is on, and we can't really see anything on the close-up. And this is, well, actually we can. That's my bad. We can see a little bit on the close-up. A lot of birds, too. Wonder what they're after. Anyway, that is kind of what's coming out of there right now. 8:57 a.m. There in good old Japan, and that is pretty awesome. Actually, let's see. Yeah, if we go back a little bit, we can see a little bit better there. I thought it was coming right at the camera, but it isn't. It's off a little bit. So yeah, there's some interesting shots there. You can see a little bit more of that pluming material coming out of there, and not so bad. Not so bad. And I guess that was that's right at dawn. So that is about it. 5:30 in the morning when the sun finally came up, and you could see that. So pretty cool. And of course, 8 minutes after 7 a.m., it's up, definitely going up a little bit higher. Sun is heating everything up on the ground, so that plume is elevating itself. Popping over here, ice cream boat is in, so if you want to get your ice cream, you can definitely do that. Why is that picture, even though it says 1080, it looks fuzzy? All right. I'm maybe a little out of focus or something, but yep, definitely. A pluming ice cream boat is there. You can definitely go get an ice cream. Let's see. What's the close-up shot look like? Doesn't really. Oh, hang on. Let's get it to our current time. There is the current close-up, and yeah, we can see it billowing out. So I don't know. I think maybe we'll leave it on this shot right there and let you guys watch it for the break. And that'll be cool and interesting. And then we'll go on to Taal and the other wonderful volcanoes that we have on our list here and to have a peek at and move back to Iceland and see what it is doing. So don't go away, anyone. And of course, after the break, we will certainly have bacon seeds. And that would be a very, very interesting time. And we'll see what happens with bacon seeds. At least we don't have goat seeds. All right. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back. And yes, this is Sakurajima in Japan. Southern Islands. I will show you that on the map later, I promise. Okay, I'll be back. Don't go away. Keep smiling and hit that like button for all those good people. We're not too far away from hitting that 100 mark. Let's see if we can do that fairly quick. And also, if you're new and you want to get in on chatting, or if you like the content and you feel we've earned the subscription, by all means do hit that subscribe button as well as the bell to get notified when we get at it. All right, that's it for now, and I'll be back after the break with bacon seeds. Smile, stay happy. I'll be back. we go. The microphone is back on. Welcome or welcome back, all you wonderful people. Welcome back. What? Welcome back. Your voice is transmitting. All right. I didn't realize my voice is transmitting. Oh no. Okay, that's odd. That's okay, Piggy. Never mind. Thank you, everyone, for the wonderful welcome backs from Piggy and Scott Hartman and Trevor and Kevin Williams and let's see, Wee Doc from LOL Gemma the Super Kitty and also Paul Williams and BMAT says 5x5 and then Tom Dice says Web Doc. Okay, well, I guess you hate auto you mean auto incorrect. All right, that's enough of the welcome backs. We're good, you guys. I'm back on the air. So all right, yeah, we seen the ice cream boat just left. No worries, that's all cool, you guys. And let us not worry too much about the other two volcanoes right now there in Japan. We will go straight over. Actually, we can probably do those real quick. There's ASO, and there it is. Before the clouds get there, I figured we'll show it real fast. And still a lot of off-gassing or steam coming out because it's been raining there quite a bit, putting more liquid into the caldera. And it is doing what it's doing, continues to steam. It is at a green level, so we are not going to really jump up and down too much. It's just quiet, and we do see a little bit more activity physically there from our Suwanoshijima down in the islands down south of Japan. Still part of Japan, but it definitely is doing a little bit more. And it is continuing to be active, although we aren't seeing lava as of right now. Even in the wee hours here, I think there was a little bit that we might have seen some glow, but not a heck of a lot. And yeah, you can see a little bit of a glow right there, and that was at 2:50 a.m. So a little bit of lava, but not as much as I'd like to see glowing, you guys, because I'd like to see it flowing. No, I didn't forget to do the seeds. I wanted to get the Japan out of the way, so we've got Japan out of the way. Now we can go over and do our wonderful bacon seeds, and we've got them loaded and ready to go. So that is important. Everybody loves bacon seeds. I mean, I love bacon seeds. This was our bacon seeds from yesterday, and of course that was the last one. These are awesome looking, guys, and I really do like them. By the way, has anyone finished the puzzle yet? Okay, never mind the puzzle. Okay, we'll leave the puzzle alone. Peppa Pig jigsaw puzzle. If you can put the puzzle back together, let me know if you've completed it. Anyway, there we go. There's Piggy out for a swim today, since it was nice and hot again, and she had to go, and definitely took a little bit of a little trip out there into the water, and she was enjoying herself. Linda, you gave up, darn it. And JB ate the puzzle. Okay, you guys. Just too much. Mocha, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Actually, I should say hi. There's a bunch of others that popped in. Jeff Young, welcome. And let's see, who else was in here? JB also popped in. And Madalena, welcome. And thank you for hitting the like button there. That was awesome of you. Appreciate it. And I'm sure there's a few others I may have missed. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you on board. I made my puzzle into a ham omelet. Oh my God, really? Did you, Sue Hayes? Dino, welcome. And what did you make out of your puzzle? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That is all cute. Okay, next bacon seed picture. And of course, these are combined animals, different animals of younger types. That little calf really needs to eat a little bit more. It's way too skinny. And that little piggy needs to eat a little bit more. It doesn't have a pork belly. We definitely need to have a talk with the owners of those. They need more food, and definitely will get more, I hope, in the future. It would be nice. And let's get on to our next bacon seed. And there's a bunny giving a kiss to a piggy. That is really cool. Barnyard pals. Yep, you bet. Looking pretty awesome. And these guys, I don't think are so much barnyard, but they definitely look pretty nice. So, bunny kisses for the little pig. And here's some more bunny shots with the bunny mama taking care of the little tiny ones. And of course, that is pretty awesome to see as well. And that is a really nice, comfy little animal there, I think. Teensy piggies, and yeah, they are very, very small, and that rabbit is actually fairly big, so looks pretty decent though. Dr. Fox, can you pop over to Piggy's sty? She is chasing me around and round and around with a very big pin. She said, "What? She's got a box, a big grin on her, face." Piggy, are you trying to stick that? I thought you're supposed to stick the tail on the donkey, not just the pin. Put a tail on there, and then you're okay. But just the pin by itself is no good, Piggy. You need to have the tail on there. Who, me? Innocent? Yeah, you're sure you're innocent. Anyway, let's carry on and look at our next bacon seed. Hey, Squirrely is there. Squirrely is stealing the cookie. Oh, cool. I am watching my squirrel eat the cookie right in front of on the camera. That is pretty awesome for those people who need to know. That's a smart squirrel. And he got the cookie. He's sitting on the balcony eating it. That's pretty awesome. Oh, just what we wanted to see. Now I know for sure the cookies are going to the squirrel. And here's a lamb of an idea. Here's your little pig with a lamb. And that is pretty awesome too. That is no, it's not on the roof. It's on my balcony, and that is pretty good. The squirrel's just sitting there eating it, so maybe he's going to eat the whole thing. And I actually am going to switch scenes here on that and see if we can record him in a little while. Oh, he's got the cookie, he chomped it down a bit, and poof, off into the tree. He's gone. He'll be back later, I guess. So, darn it. Yeah, I missed recording most of them, but that is okay. Wow, you're hot. Yep, I am. Edmonton is 31 degrees Celsius, 87 Fahrenheit right now. And anyway, let's get to the last of our bacon seeds. And that is these two little fellas, and they are just very young ones, and they're getting out for the first time, seeing the world, and that is pretty cool for them to be able to do that. So really, really cool. Yeah, there's still the other half of the cookie is there. I take one shortbread cookie and break it in half. It's so big that I watched him the first time there when he got the cookie. He couldn't carry it. So I figured, all right, I'll break him into two pieces, and he grabs one and does his thing with it and takes off. and then he'll come back later for the other one, which is a very, very smart little guy. And then he goes down to the water bowl and he has a drink afterwards, because I guess shortbread requires water. So anyway, that's our last little bacon seed for today. Let's see if we can find ourselves another volcano to look at. And I'm hoping that we can see something at Taal. And here we go over to Taal. And Taal got quiet. Taal is there, but it is a lot quieter than what it normally is. So that is kind of what we're seeing. And it is what it is, you guys. Not much we can do with it. And it simmered down, I guess. So we'll definitely see if it starts cooking again a little bit more in the next few days. Always very, very interesting to see how these things cycle. And right now it's sort of calmed down again. And we know that previously here, in the last few days, it has been putting out more SO2, and that the alert level was raised on it. But I don't know about right now if they've dropped it or if they're just going to wait and see what happens with it. So that is what we've got right now. Good night, DJ. And let's see. I think we've got everybody else that's in here. And yeah, we do. Trek 15, I think I said hi to you. I'm not sure. But anyway, that is a Taal volcano. And of course, that is compliments of Taal meditation. And we really appreciate the feed from them. And here we go over to our next shot, and of course that is Yellowstone, and Yellowstone National Park. Over 500 active geysers in the Yellowstone Park, and there we see plumings coming off of some of them, and we just missed the eruption of Old Faithful. So it will erupt again in another 92 to 96 minutes, well before the, or well after the show is done. So if you guys do wish to go have a look there, you can certainly hit the link and just type in Yellowstone or Jellystone, and that will bring up the link, and you are more than welcome to have a look afterwards and see what it's like there. They do have a very cool map that you can look at, telling you where all the different geysers are, name-wise and so on. And they do show that, you know, where they are in relationship to the camera views as well on the maps. So that's pretty cool. Evie says the Earth is resting until, yeah, until something goes kaboom. And actually the Earth is kind of resting right now because our earthquake levels are really, really low. Anyway, let's carry on. We're going to go over to our next one. Next volcano, of course, is Hawaii. And we'll have a quick peek at Hawaii and see how things are there. So, aloha. Aloha, good people of Hawaii. And we do see our wonderful neon colored lava pool within the Kilauea's crater. We don't see our toe in this shot. It's kind of hiding in the back here, possibly hiding under some smoke. Anyway, a very cool looking neon-like signage here. Anyway, you see the bright spots on the edges. That is caused by bubbling gases coming back up as the lava is draining down into its little drain holes in that pond or pool and draining away. So there is a fairly steady and constant feed coming from the lava tube that is at this end. And that has got some vents here as well that you'll see smoking when we refresh this to a current picture. There we go. And there's the toe area, and you can see there's kind of a smile and a couple of eyes in here, and it's almost like it's full, it's happy. You do still see the bright spots here. That is where the lava, of course, is leaving the actual pond here, and the lava tube is coming in on this end. You can see the flow marks, the way it kind of comes in from this backside. You can see it venting here a little bit. A lot of extra smoke. I'm not sure what all that is about, but we know that right here in this area, this all used to be open, and that is fairly fresh lava and cooled off lava hitting or being hit by very, very hot fresh lava, and it will cause it to smoke like that. Moving on to the other shots, this one from 2227 yesterday. I wanted to save that one just to point out this hot spot over there. It is still there, and that is very interesting. And here's your primary cone. You can actually see that it is very open right now, and pretty awesome. And that would be about where your little secondary or divider is, where the lava tube flows into the pond. So that is actually nice that we can see that. We'll refresh real quick, and that is what it looks like in the smoke. Wow. And that is a little bit more on the rough side. There we can see our good stuff right there. Primary vent, and too much smoke to see the little guy here, but the lava pond is in there. We do have extra smokers all over the place here, causing some more visibility problems. And let's look at the other side. This is looking from the other side of the caldera. Again, lava pond, the little toe area, and then here's your primary vent right here, and possibly the little hornito where the tube is. So that is looking at the nighttime shot. We'll get it back to a daytime one. This is current, and that's a little better looking. You can see the lava pond in the toe area, and all this extra smoke. And there's your primary vent, and hard to see the little guy over here where the divider is in the tube flowing, but that is where that is. You don't see the tube anyway, because it's buried underneath lava, but kind of older cooled off lava, so very dark, very black. Anyway, there's a bunch more smoke even along the edges here. Let's have a look at the thermal cam, and this one was from 2214 yesterday. We did notice that we had this extra lighter area here lighting up the fresh lava, and you can see all the way around. You kind of see a lighter area, and even down here in the forefront. And if we slide that down just a little bit, you can see it better. And that is basically the lower area, and we have more of that young fresh lava sitting in there, and of course it's keeping itself hot, and as more pours in. So really awesome to see that. Let's refresh this though, and we'll see what it looks like now. And again, it doesn't look like anything major here. Still very, very hot in that area right behind our primary vent. So we know there's lava in there doing its thing. And I slid back up so we could see what's going on here. It looks like a secondary little flow in here as well. And you get some of it cooling a little bit, but still quite a bit of heat in there, so you can notice it. Again, primary vent right there, a little hornito there, and the lava would be flowing in this direction. So looking pretty good. And that is it for our Kilauea right now. And of course, that is in lovely, lovely Hawaii. And I like Hawaii. It is break time though, and we will go to have a look at the Hawaiian earthquakes afterwards. I did bring up the other one. I saved that Pacific Northwest earthquake map here. I did not get a chance to put that in, but for those good people who are interested, this is the link to it. So for the North American Pacific Northwest region, if you want to see the earthquakes and stuff, you can use that one. I'm going to leave it, well, I'm going to put it back onto that guy. We will leave it on a volcano, though. Let's see what Fuego is doing. And Fuego may be a little bit in the, more in the dark now. Hopefully it's not going to be in the clouds. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Where is the Fuego? No, that's not Fuego. That's not. How about right there? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You guys will enjoy this shot. There you go. That is gorgeous. I'm going to leave you here for my break. And I'm taking a picture of that, by the way. And that is gorgeous. Yeah, that is Fuego. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. I'm going to take a break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. For those good people who have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick shot, please. And also, if you're new, please do subscribe if you are enjoying the content. And there you go. That is Fuego in Guatemala. And current time there, 1831, which is the same time as here. So that is what we've got. All right, you guys, keep smiling. And my sun is nowhere near as far down as that guy, though. Not yet, anyway. Well, I give it another couple months. More black silhouetting material coming out of there. Very awesome. All right, you guys, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling. Thanks. Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and glad to have you guys all on board. And ooh, there it goes. Snapping. I love it. That is what we like. There. That is awesome. Okay, and that would have been nicer if it was still in color, I think. But yep, that definitely was full of lava. You can see how that really splashed out of there, and that was pretty darn awesome. It looked good. And wow. All right, tomorrow, Trevor Wonky Donkey will be Trevor Wonky Armadillo with armor. It'll be Armadillo, and he is going to come in with protected himself from all these others. And of course, the next day he'll be back as Wonky Donkey because the Wonky Donkey Day will be over, right? So there's your fix, Trevor, for tomorrow. And just remember, it's Armadillo. And that's really cool. Anyway, Kevin Haynes, good night. And let's see what else we got. Okay, so that was what we were watching there, of course, is Fuego in Guatemala. And it is definitely continuing to surprise us since we can actually see it tonight for a change. It is very lovely to see that. And I like it. I do like it. So really awesome. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters is here saying welcome back, Uncle Doc. And we got all the welcome backs from Piggy and Kananaska's Country and Paul Williams and whoever else I missed there. A lot of you said that. Sue. And I think that was about it. Okay. Anyway, good to have everyone on board here. Bacon dumbing down the mountain. Yeah, it's sliding down pretty quick. And it's a very steep mountain, 12,300 and some feet. Wow, 340, 46 as last time they measured it. So it might be a little bit taller now because I've had a few more eruptions since they took that measurement, I'm sure. Anyway, we can see it continuing to go on, but we wanted to carry on with our other stuff. We did take a look at Hawaii. We wanted to have a look at the earthquakes in Hawaii and then the rest of the world. And let's get over to the earthquakes, and we'll see what we've got there. And zooming in on the Hawaiian Islands, and there they are. And first thing we notice is, hey, it's a red one. I like red ones. Just like Smarties. Hey, there's two red ones. We'll eat them in the middle. We won't worry about eating them last. Luihi Seamound is way out here. This guy is kind of in between. It's a 2.6 from yesterday. No, hang on, from today at 1644, 36 kilometers down. And the rest will be in the Pahala area for right now, and then we'll get the stuff up on Mauna Loa. This is the only other one offshore right now, 2.1, 6:07 a.m. And we'll go through these other guys here, 2.0, 7:33, and then this little guy, 1.8 from 5 a.m., 1.9 from 6:44 a.m. And then we've got a 2.0 from 13:20, and then we've got one of our reddish spots here. Is that guy red? Yeah, it is. So we got 3 red dots now. That was from 1830, so very recent, and that is 1.9. Then we do have this guy, 2.6. 1840, and was this one we got 1.9, 644. This 1.8 from 5 a.m. Looking at this guy here, 2.0 from 1416. We'll grab the other one here, 2.6 from 1842. And then we'll slide over a little bit more, take a look at these other ones that are a little bit older. And that is a 2 by itself, and it is a 5:45 a.m. And then we have a 2.5, 1:36 a.m. We have a 2.2 from 8:35, and we have a 2.1, and that is from 15:40 today. So all of these are approximately between 29 and 35 kilometers down, and that is the Pahala area. That is what they refer to it as. So pretty awesome. Let's get this guy while we're going up the hill here. 1.7, 8.2 kilometers down from 14 minutes after midnight Hawaii time, and we'll keep on climbing up Mauna Loa. And that is 1.9 from from 11:49, 6.5 kilometers down. And having a look at these ones here, 1.3 from 12:42. That one is a 0, so it's right at sea level is where that is from 12:42. This guy here, 1.5. 1.9 kilometers down, and that is at 10:36 a.m. This guy here, 1.2, and that is 700 meters above sea level up into the mountain. So a little closer to the top, but nowhere near the top. And we have a 0.8 over here, 2:17 a.m., 5 kilometers down. That is what we see in that area. If we zoom back out, there was another one over here, kind of unrelated to everything else, and that was from 1855 yesterday. It was 54 kilometers down. No, I was going to say 5.4, but no, 54 kilometers, and that's a long way down. So makes you wonder where that actually is. And zooming into our Kilauea area, we don't see any quakes around it right now, so everything is very, very quiet there. So there you can see the old view of the caldera, and that, of course, is a lot fuller than what we are seeing now. So we know it's way, way up as far as that level is concerned. So that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. Let's carry on with other volcano or earthquakes, I should say, around the world. Refreshing the Canary Islands map real quick to see what we've got. Looks like the latest quake in the area is over in Tenerife, and that is a 0.92 kilometers down. And you can see where it is on Tenerife right there. Not going to worry about that guy too much though. This guy here, if I can see it on the list, that might be older. Yeah, it's older or down further. Not going to worry about him. This guy, does he show up? No, it'll be older as well. Not going to worry about him. Okay, so looking here at what we have on La Palma itself, that is the island of La Palma. And we are looking for the stuff from the 26th. So we've got 3 of them right there out in the water on the western side. We see this 1.3, 10 kilometers down, and there was a 2:18 in the morning. Next one is right up on top of the hill, 11 kilometers down, and 1.4 in magnitude from 21:57. And then we have another one from 21:57, also right on the edge of the island. It is a 1.3, and it too is about the same depth. Well, 12 kilometers down anyway, close, 11 or 12, very close. But that's all we've got on that one. And let's pop over to our volcano map, and we're going to have a very quick peek at that. And we'll see what if there's anything really new on there. I don't think there is too much change, but we will definitely have a look. And Iceland, we still see Askja and Fraga del Fjord still sitting in an orange. and we have Tercera, and of course Sao George out here in the Azores, and nothing new. Michael Volcano down here, South Sandwich Islands, our good friends here in the wonderful Ring of Fire on the eastern side of the Ring of Fire are doing pretty normal from what we can tell. Reventator and Sengay still both red, and then we have Fuego, and there's a quake there as well. Popocatepetl also red, Masaya showing red, and Recon del La Vieja still an orange, and of course Fernandina out here and the Galapagos Islands are still pretty normal. And this is interesting. Typically we only see Kilauea on here. They have put Mauna Loa to a yellow, so that is cool. And let's slide down here a little bit to there's of course New Zealand. We do see these quakes here on the Kermadec Ridge, and that's Tofua, and of course Ta'u out here on the American Samoan Islands, and that is fairly new to us, but it's still a yellow, so very quiet. Everything else seems to be pretty much normal as what we see. Luolatak, Ra'u, and Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa still are there doing their things. And let's see, Ibu and Dukono still red. These other guys, Iwu, we don't see too much out of all the time, but once in a while it hiccups. The other one here, I'm not familiar with it. I haven't seen any action from it. Ken Leon is definitely still yellow. And then, of course, Mayon volcano, that was the newer one. That was kind of outdid Bezi Miani. No, hang on, what is it? No, Bulasan, sorry, Bulasan. That is also in the area. Actually, Bulasan is actually very close to it. I do believe Bulasan is down here, and this is Bulasan, and that is this guy, Mayon. So not too far apart, but the one is outdoing the other one, and if I'm correct as to the locations. But hopefully I am. And Taal, and side Taal Lake here in the Philippines. Zooming back out, and we're going up. Japanese Suwanoshi-jima out on its own little island, and then we got Sakurajima there on the southern end of Japan. Sliding back up here, we do see Chikarachi, and I see they put Ibiko back to a red. It was a yellow as well before, so it's back to a red. Karinsky and is still a red. Bezimiani still orange, and Shivalish red, of course. No change to our Aleutian Island friends there, so they are still okay. And nothing really new here in Africa, or Heard Island volcano still showing up down on the bottom there, even though we don't hear much about it. Problem is with Heard Island volcano is coverage. It doesn't really affect any people, and it's very, very difficult if something happens there. It's a long time before we find out that there were, things happening, and that always kind of bites. Etna still an orange, and that's going to be steady for a while, we hope. If anything, it might go to a red. We'll see what happens in the future. Volcano still there. Stromboli still doing its thing, and Campy up here being quiet as a mouse. And of course, there's our two here in the Azores, and sliding up to back to Iceland, we see our Fregelelfjord, and of course Asja. But the other one here that we always have to keep an eye on in here, well, there's actually a bunch. Asja is one that is one of those ones. It doesn't need much to set it off, and it could go off fairly easily. And I'm actually trying to see if I can locate Hecla on here, and it's not so easy on this map. That ground terrain all looks alike. We need a label. I think it's over here further. Yeah, it might be here. Hecla is actually quite an extensive system, so I'll see if we can show that on the other map later. But yep, that's it for our volcanoes. Let's get over to our weather map. Well, I'll take a look at the SO2 first. So I'll get back over there, refresh that real quick, and drag it into the right spot. And then we can take a look at North America first. And pretty much normal looking. We do see a lot of this stuff from the Kamchatka Peninsula is actually kind of following the Aleutian Islands, which is really weird, going all the way to Alaska, but not too bad there. We do see a lot of plumes here. Some of these are fires here up in the northern Alberta and the Yukon, and also, well, Yukon Northwest Territories, and also on northern portions of Saskatchewan. There's some wildfires up there. So that is what is happening there. Zooming in a little bit, U.S. looks pretty normal. Nothing really that major for the amount of people there. It really isn't that bad as far as the SO2. And looking down here, Mexico, we know this is Popocatepetl, as well as Mexico City, a city of 22 million people. So you would expect a little bit of SO2. Going down the coast, everything is pretty normal here. Going out into the Pacific, and till you get down here, it looks like our turning point is still just right south of Peru, but it looks like it actually starts turning up in the northern portions of Peru, and then heads back across the continent and then out the other side onto the Atlantic. And a lot of it going, well, Bolivia right there being covered, and what is this? Yeah, Paraguay in here, getting some of that as well. Argentina. So that is pretty cool. And there we go. Looking at this, and wow, where the heck is this from? And that is kind of weird. It's a big monster, and it obviously came from somewhere, and I don't believe it came from New Zealand. White Isle Volcano certainly wouldn't have put out that much material. Did anybody hear of anything erupting in New Zealand by chance? Just a curious question. Do we have another volcano there? Maybe. You know, something I'm not aware of. And Brian Rock, a real fan. Take care and be good. Thanks for stopping in. No, nothing new in New Zealand because White Isle is up here, and it really doesn't have that much SO2 in it. That's a lot of gas. So it makes the guy wonder what the heck is going on. Not so bad here in Australia, down on the bottom end near Melbourne. We have some refineries, nothing major, and this is from the coking plants north of Sydney there, and we see that. Vanuatu right in here, and then Papua New Guinea, pretty normal, nothing major coming out of there. Luolatok, and they're still pretty normal. Semaru and Raung doing their thing, and then of course Merapi and Krakatoa, son of Krakatoa, over here doing its thing. Jakarta certainly adding to the mix. Looks like a little easier coming out of Cebu and Dukono right there, and that's what we've got. And Philippines, Taal volcano, and then that was the other one that I forgot its name already. Mayon, yeah, Mayon. I hope I got it right. Okay, Taiwan, pretty normal. We see here from this would be from Subanosi-jima, and right where that little camera is there, that is covering up where Sakurajima is, and they are definitely still doing their thing and sliding up, and as we mentioned, Chikarachi and Ibiko right there, and then Karimsky, and of course going up a little bit more we have Bezimiani and Shivalish on the Kamchatka Peninsula, and that is flowing completely out there. That's pretty bizarre. All right, sliding down a bit more, looking, we do see that plume from Indonesia coming out into the water here, but I'm still kind of weirded out. Where'd this come from? So we'll have to do a little bit of digging because to me that looks like it definitely could have been something going off, or some, like really something caused it, because we didn't have a plume in here from yesterday, that's for sure. Anyway, going looking still South Africa. Well, we did have the one here in South Africa. I wonder if that went all the way over there. I can't see that. It going all the way there? No. Maybe. You never know. Sasha thinks it's a volcano. We're going to check into that and find out for tomorrow. South Africa, still a normal pollution from the smelting plants and that. A little bit easier looking in our DR Congo here. And of course that is both coking plants for coal as well as a volcano. Erta would be sitting about here and indistinguishable from all the other SO2 being produced by our wonderful refineries there in Saudi Arabia. Looking at what we've got at Mount Etna. Mount Etna is doing a fantastic job today. That wonderful plume that we seen earlier in that quick time lapse, actually a lot of SO2 in there, and that is what is going on. So steady as she goes, Mount Etna. Well, hopefully we'll see you pick up and throw out some more lava. And what else is over here? Stromboli and Volcano, of course, are adding a little bit to that mess. Nothing really major up here in Europe. Everything looks pretty normal. Poland's got a little bit more SO2 than other areas, don't know why, but looks okay. And very, very little coming off of Iceland, and I wouldn't be too concerned about what we do see there. Switching over to our weather map real quick, going to refresh that real fast, and we'll try to make this really quick here. And looking at North America, Canada, pretty much hot out here in the western portions, and I'm very, very happy that it is still summertime, and it is August, and we have not had snow, and we are plus 30 degree temperatures. So that is something that is really awesome for this year. Typically we have, by now, we have a very cold temperature, somewhere in the teens, not in the 30s. So that is nice to see. Even the Farmer's Almanac had it wrong. The Canadian version said cold August, and that we would see maybe below average temperatures, 15 to 17 degrees Celsius. Well, boy, were they wrong. It's more like 15 to 17 degrees above average. So we like it. Anyway, United States looking a little bit warm as well. We see the all of it, western portions are really hot, and we see even up north here Montana still holding a lot of heat. Central America also very, very hot. Sue just brought up, of course, Death Valley down in this area here, and very, very hot there. 43 degrees, 110 Fahrenheit. Very hot in Phoenix, Arizona as well. Not sure what Phoenix is right now, but we can find out real quick here. Just have a quick shot at it and see. It should be about 39. Yep. So very, very hot. It says 40 in some spots here. So relatively 40 degrees, basically. Could it be Tapo causing the Tapo, the SO2? You mean Tau? T-A-apostrophe-U or Tapu? I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to have to take a look. Dr. Fox, walk in the woods today, and some maples are starting to change color at the cabin. Oh my God! What are they doing that for, Irish or Tom? That's too early. Maybe for you guys, but not for us. Definitely not time yet. Anyway, sliding down, very, very warm, and I'm going to write that one down though, Piggy. I got to see if that is the right spelling. T-A-U-P-O and question mark. I will definitely check into that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to fall into fall. Sliding down a little bit further. Actually, yeah, sorry. Looking at what we've got here, eastern side of the fence. Pretty nice out here in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI areas yet. Newfoundland, this portion anyway, looking pretty good. Up on the top here, it gets a little cooler, and same thing with a lot of Quebec, Ontario, northern bits, a little bit on the cold side, but still relatively decent temperatures for the most part. And looking at the eastern U.S., anywhere from 28 to yeah, about 30 degrees all the way along here. So pretty awesome. And getting up into the 30s here in the Midwest area, very, very hot temperatures again today. So people down in Texas and Oklahoma, and then I guess it'd be kind of ending up here in North Carolina, North Dakota is still got some heat as well in some spots. South Dakota as well. Looks pretty like a pretty good mess in there anyway of very hot temperatures. Cancun probably 28. Yep, it's still 28 degrees. Looking at Central America, they're holding a lot of heat. Here where we had those 3 earthquakes yesterday, we have a very, very hot system in here. This is always weird. Why do we have it right there where the earthquakes were? I don't know. Anyway, couple of circulations here, possibly some more storms building up. Of course, South America, you can see the higher latitudes are starting to get colder, and we are seeing still a lot of heat in the Amazon area, which is really nice. And the cutoff line still below Buenos Aires, so definitely getting hotter for some of those guys. Spring is coming for them, and that is nice, and that means we are going to get colder. And of course, still some very cold temperatures down here in very chilly and bottom end of Argentina. Sliding over, and let's have a quick peek at New Zealand. And looks like they're a little bit better off today, and not so bad. Seeing 7, 8, 9 degrees, 12 degrees in some spots. That is awesome. On the South Island, North Island getting 17, 16, and between about 10 and 16, 17. Very good for what we've got there right now. That's better than what we had on the southern island from yesterday. this high sitting here is in an interesting spot because it is taking some of that hot air and also throwing it down here onto Tasmania, where they've got some places up to 14 degrees, which is really good for right now. Melbourne coming up at 14 right in there. That is pretty good. Adelaide showing 13. Out here in Perth, a little bit warmer. Wow, that's different. 15 degrees out there and sliding up. So Sydney 15 and home of Oz, of course, about 20 degrees Celsius up there. Very nice. Top end of Australia getting hot again. And of course, looking at our Indonesian, Malaysian areas, very, very hot as usual. Nothing has really changed. Bangkok weather is about 27, 28 degrees. 27 degrees, okay, is what that came up. 91% relative humidity. It's got to be raining there, guys. And as we slide up a little bit more, we can see here the East China Sea here is doing pretty good. Yellow Sea a little cooler, which is probably good. Sea of Japan still has this low twirling around, and that is probably going to give them some more rain and clouds and stuff. Kamchatka Peninsula a little bit cooler than it was before, but then again we've got a massive low sitting in between the two continents here now, and that is drawing down some cold air, and it's fighting back against the warm air, trying to gain some momentum and ground. Hope that warm air wins. Send that high up there and force that air up. We want it. We want more warm. We want more summer, and that's it. I want to be able to grow palm trees here. Come on, global warming. Anyway, India pretty much normal. Saudi Arabia pretty normal as well. Looks like a little bit cooler in Iran, and of course Iraq is still cooking, as well as the other countries and stuff here in the region. And of course our Sahara Desert still very, very hot. Spain still holding a lot of temperature. I'm surprised. Same thing with France, very warm yet. And of course Italy and Sicily doing their thing, very, very warm. Down here in Greece, we'll zoom into Kos, where Piggy lives, and she's got about 24, 25 degrees right now. She'll actually bring that up, and yeah, there we go. 23 degrees, and they say about 25, 24, 25 on this map. So that's about what it is. You split the difference if you want, but that's what we're seeing there right now. Holy mackerel, somebody's got a problem. That was the scream of a blue jay. I don't know why they're so loud. Anyway, Sicily doing not bad, and Italy still holding pretty normal. Getting up a little bit more. We looked at France, it's okay. Germany is still actually very, very warm for nighttime temperatures, so doing very well. And we're seeing a lot of heat even up here in Poland, and that is kind of amazing. All the way up, and Denmark still holding very good temperatures as well. And we do see here Irish monks country, Doolin will be about 12 degrees Celsius right now, and then that's okay. England, Wales, and of course Scotland up here, all about the same, doing okay. And if we zoom out a little bit so we can see the entirety of some of these countries here. Sweden, not bad. Warmer down in the south, of course, getting cooler up in the top. And the same thing goes for Norway. Oslo, not bad at 13, 14. Stockholm is about 18. Looking though here in the highlands and stuff, we are seeing some colder temps then it warms up a little bit, then back up and all the way to the top end. Not bad up there. Riga coming in at 19, St. Petersburg a little bit cooler at 14, so that's what we got there. And sliding up to Iceland, let's have a look and see what the temps are. They're a little bit cooler now, and that is pretty much normal temperatures for Iceland for this time of year. You know, anywhere from about 12 down to about 4 or 5 degrees is pretty normal for this time of year. So nothing really, really weird. We don't think it's hot till it's well over 30. Tropic pause depends on where you're climatized to. Okay, if you live in a climate that is below the freezing point for over 6 months of the year, 30 plus is quite hot, and that is just the way it is. So, you know, if you live in the tropics where it's always somewhere between 20 and 40 degrees, yeah, 30 isn't that big of a deal. Alaska, yeah, Alaska could be considered one of those places, but Tropic Pause does not live in Alaska. So that is what we got. Anyway, that is pretty awesome. And let's take a look at precipitation, and we'll see that very quickly. And it is starting to get busy up here in North America. We see that low in between the two continents dumping a bunch of moisture onto Alaska. And of course, we do see up in the north here, we have another low probably looking to make snowflakes soon. And we have some stuff coming. I always find these maps really interesting because I look at my map, or I look at my skies, and they're indicating rain on top of us. And a matter of fact, they're showing clouds over Edmonton right now. And I've got clear skies, you guys. So I have to shake my head at the weather guessers. All right. Anyway, on this, you do see some storms, southern Alberta and Saskatchewan. They are getting some, and that is what we're seeing there. Not too much in the rest of the eastern portions of Canada, and there's a little bit of rain out in the Nova Scotia and that area, but nothing too serious. A little bit in the going down in I guess the opening area here for the St. Lawrence Seaway. But for the U.S. portion, they have that mess coming into Maine, and then all the way down here, just about in Boston. And then below that, still some more little storms, so variable storms, not right on the coast here, but inland a little bit, so that is kind of odd. And then we have what we see down here in Georgia and Florida, all of that area, Alabama. Everybody's got some small storms. We do see a circulation here. I'm hoping now that is not going to turn into any kind of a storm, but we do have some smaller ones in there, so hopefully nothing too bad. And of course, monsoon season in Arizona, and that also includes New Mexico and Colorado and those places. And as we go up, we see in Wyoming, and then also in Montana, and they're getting some moisture. No moisture out west though. The western area is very dry, and California, I know, would love some rain right now. Day or two of a good downpour would be awesome. Even a couple of hours would be really nice. Most of Kos, I got rain the other day. Me being in the middle of Kos got 6 drops. And yeah, Piggy, I know it's hard. Anyway, sliding down Central America and Mexico, pretty bad. We did see that with all the clouds in there. That's normal for this time of year. Northern portions of South America still showing some activity as well. Then a little bit drier in Brazil and those central countries. Buenos Aires area looking like it's getting hit. And then down here, and we get down, wow, Chile, look at all that snow fly. And hopefully we got a couple of lows here. These guys, hopefully, they're not that badly off. A lot of snow happening down in Antarctica. Looking at, and we had that weird plume out here. I'm just going to take a look later and see what may have caused that. We'll see. And looking at what we've got hitting the South Island, it's not bad. North Island, a little bit here in New Zealand on the eastern side, but not too bad. Not much rain in Tasmania. Doesn't look like anything in Melbourne or those areas. Maybe some in Sydney, but we've got that high sitting there, and it is trying to draw in some of that other air, warming everything up a little bit. This shear line here, though, on the western side, I don't know what that's going to end up doing, but that looks nasty and it looks fast, and it will likely cause some problems there in the ocean as well for everyone. And we do see that big high in here, having a few more of those shear lines over there. Looking at what we're seeing in the Philippines and the Malaysian area, Indonesian area, lots of storm activity, including over here in the Indian Ocean, some heavier ones, and sliding up. There's what we see in the Sea of Japan, that low there, and they also have some shear lines going on. There's that other high up here, and causing that here. You've got another low spinning around the other way. And looking at India, pretty normal. And of course, if we zoom out a little bit, we do see our equatorial storm is kind of still there. Hasn't really gone anywhere. And let's zoom in to this area. And poor Piggy, I wish I could make these clouds come down and give you some rain. I wish I could do that. I'll just wrap them up and slide them down here and leave them parked right over top of you. Just for a couple of hours of rain. That would be nice. You know, soft, gentle rain. I know that's what you want. And that would be really nice. But that is where Piggy is, and that is where that rain is. And we need to make it go. Wrapped with a bow. A rainbow. Wrapped with a rainbow. Anyway, that would be pretty cool. And looking in the bottom areas here, not much in Italy. We are not seeing too much in Spain either. A few of the islands there, not bad looking. Getting into the Alps and the southern portion of Germany and some of the other countries here, they are getting some stormy weather. Even central Germany and the eastern portions looking like it's stormy a little bit. So at least somebody's getting some rain there, and hopefully that'll be okay. Not too bad in England or Ireland, not any rain to speak of, but at least they got some the other day, and that certainly helped. Also looking here in Sweden, a little bit of rain there. Most of everything is sitting and stopped by the mountains in Norway, of course, and Norway looks like it's getting water all the way up from top to bottom. And that is pretty wild there. Looking at, of course, our wonderful Iceland, and now that the volcano has basically stopped, we are going to have clear skies for the next month, and it will be that way. And then as soon as the volcano restarts, the lows will come in and we will have lots of clouds, which is Murphy's Law, right? And that is pretty cool. Rain dance for Piggy. Alrighty. That'll be good. You can give her. Alright, get going with that rain dance. Anyway, a beautiful equatorial storm, and that thing kind of stays there all the time, you guys. If it disappears, the Earth has tilted, and that is kind of the problem. Tilted the wrong way, that is, and that's what we've got. Let's go hunt down the coldest temperature on the planet, and I know some people are already beating me to it by saying they've got something colder than minus 83 degrees Fahrenheit, or 83 degrees Celsius. Holy mackerel. Okay, 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Grandma B, we're doing this in Celsius, so we gotta stay with the same measurements. Sue found a place of minus 87 Celsius, and I found a minus 83 real quick. But I'm sure if I hunted, 84, 80, I seen 85 in here, minus 85, so yeah, minus 85 degrees Celsius, and that is what I can say. I will say minus 85 C, yep, and that is pretty good. I don't know where 86 is, but yeah. Grandma B, is that in Celsius or is that in Fahrenheit that you've got there? Because if it's Fahrenheit, that's only like about minus 60 degrees Celsius, and that's why we're kind of are about 70 maybe. That's why we're kind of trying to keep it all in the same scale. You don't know C? Okay. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Celsius and Fahrenheit, of course, two different values to them. Maybe one day I'll get a little chart we can pop up just so you can see what the conversion is. But that is pretty nasty. Minus 85 C is the one I found. Minus 87 C is the one that Sue found. And so very, very, very cold. Can anyone really just quickly convert that and see what minus 87 C is in Fahrenheit, just so we have a conversion and be able to tell what it is, because yeah, too darn cold is right, and that is 9 sheep heads and furlong. Okay, there. Oh, really? Okay, anyway, that is pretty much it. That's pretty darn cold, you guys. It doesn't matter. Minus 85, I wouldn't want to send your penguin out in that. That is just too cold. It really is. You know, or 87. Okay, minus 72 Celsius is 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is, yeah, that's cold enough. Poor penguins, really poor penguins. Anyway, that is horribly cold, you guys, and that is what we've got. Okay, Trevor is saying over the past 24 hours, approximately 30 earthquakes per hour have been recorded. Primarily, estimates place the source of the earthquakes closer to Tau, August 25th, and that is interesting. And of course, Tau is here somewhere. Where is, oh, they got so many lines on here, it's hard to see what's what. Is that our American Samoas? Anyway, they've got a balmy temperature of about 25, 26 degrees out there, so if something does pop, it is pretty nasty. Oh mummy of hamster, or yeah, oh mummy of hamsters, minus 87C is minus 124 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so according to Google, yeah, minus 124 degrees Fahrenheit. So please grow up, use centigrade or Celsius like the rest of the galaxy. Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, let's not worry about it. But that is pretty awesome, and that is really quite cold. And wow, yeah. Okay, minus 124 degrees Fahrenheit. Too cold. Too cold. Irish monk, they tried in the 70s and failed. Well, yeah. You know, I learned everything in Celsius, and then we moved to Canada and had to learn everything in Fahrenheit. And then a few years later, they changed everything, and I had to relearn everything in Celsius, including the entire metric system. Well, at least the metric system was easy. And a lot of people still in Canada don't understand the metric system. I find that just amazing, but it's all fun. And I'm going to leave it there, though. Let's not worry about numbers right now. That is going to give us headaches if we go that route. So let us pop back to a couple of volcanoes that we wanted to see, just to make sure that they're still cooking before we leave the show here. And of course, there is Sakurajima in Japan, still doing its thing, definitely continuing to throw out a wonderful amount of stuff. Going to pop over to our other one, and good morning, folks. Way too late, LOL. Yes, Yvonne, and we were just contemplating about taking a look. This is Visor on the screen. There are close-up camera, of course, and we don't see any glow or anything coming from Siggy, and that is what I wanted to stop there just to have a look. And unfortunately, nothing there. And let's see, what else did we want to check on real quick? To all, they have closed off. We still have activity there, and Yellowstone, of course. And what is Fuego doing? Is Fuego still there? Fuego may be hiding in the clouds now, and there is a cloud cover over Fuego. So I don't know where really to leave you, but I don't know. I think I'll pop you back over to Sakurajima, and I'll end the show there. So that is awesome, you guys, and hopefully everything will be good for all of you. And we'll do one last check to see if the ice cream truck is there, or ship, ice cream ship. And the ice cream boat just left. You can see it. It's going. Darn it! You'll have to wait for the next one. And they're both gone right now. The other one will come in on this side here pretty soon, but it looks like they're leaving. So, and that is the close-up cam, definitely blowing the smoke right to it. And that's it for right now, and that is all I've got, everyone. And thank you for being here. Big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, and Gary, C&D Boy, and all the others that may have been in the background. You guys are awesome, and really I do appreciate the help. And on those friendly notes, also a big thank you to our wonderful people in the audience, and of course Matt and Jen for their $2 super chat, and then Irish Monk for €2 super chat as well. Thank you guys. and Paul Williams and renewed his membership, and One Fish also renewed his, and thank you very kindly for that. And big thank you to all of you for being here. And oh, Mummy of Hamsters, wow, throws in a $5 super chat right at the end there. That's awesome, oh, Mummy of Hamsters. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters. There we go. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters with a $5 super chat. Thank you very kindly, oh, Mummy of Hamsters. And you are most welcome. And on those friendly notes, a big thank you to everyone in here who is a member and supporting the stream. But it is really, truly everybody that comes in here that hits that like button and enjoys the show. You're all part of that lava family, and take that for granted. And just remember that's, you know, where it's at. And without you guys, of course, this stream would not exist. So thank you very kindly, everyone. I do appreciate all of you. And please stay safe and take care of yourselves. And we will see everyone tomorrow, I hope. And remember, tomorrow is Saturday. Today is Friday. Saturday, the show starts 3 hours earlier, just so you remember. It is Saturday. So all good, you guys. Keep smiling, be happy, be kind, and please, most of all, make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and this was VolcanoX. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Oink, oink.